What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from January 14th, 2020. And this episode of Impact Wrestling was the Impact Hard to Kill 2020 Fallout, what pertains to what happened after Impact Hard to Kill 2020. Um, that was in the books of Impact Wrestling, and this is a recap of what happened on this very show here, where it pertains to a couple of matches, a couple of highlights, a couple of segments. So, and there's some things we need to talk about too, where it pertains to what happened on this one segment that pertains to this whole thing with Twitch TV later. But before I do, just want to show you something, folks, what pertains to that whole thing. Hopefully, it shows. I don't know how good the connection is gonna show it, but let's see. Okay, by the looks of it, it looks like it's showing, but the question is, will it show it once I, uh look back at it? In fact, let's do this while I'm at it. Just give me one moment first before I get to the video itself for this review. All right, okay, let me see. All right, let me refresh here for to see what's going on here. There we go. Okay, nothing yet. All right. Still nothing. Uh, okay, one more time. Okay, let me go to library here. Okay, go into my videos to see. Refresh here. Okay, I'll check out later, but let me continue. I'll check it out in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, let me continue. Let me get myself back on camera, and we could get started with this Impact Wrestling review. So here we go. I'll say your commentators Don Callis and Josh Matthews, and where it pertains to the place they were at, they were at in I already forgot the place they were at for Hard to Kill. Oh my god. Um, Basically, Don Callis and Josh Matthews welcome us at where they're at the studio for Impact Wrestling to to show us everything about what happened with Hard to Kill and some matches that took place not only at Impact Wrestling but also with other events that happened elsewhere or outside of the Impact Zone. Oh yeah, Nashville, Tennessee. They were Josh Matthews and Don Callis were live at Nashville, Tennessee. To this episode of Impact Wrestling, because I think it was during this week that because Impact Wrestling doesn't go live anyways on TV, which they should. I don't know what they're waiting for, but um, but it's gonna be one of those those TV tapings where they could try everything that they can for not to leak out, just to avoid any spoilers online where it pertains to us watching on weekly on TV or on Twitch TV or at least on Twitch TV, not anymore. Well, I'll get to that later. But um, but yeah, they're in Dallas, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Where it pertains to Hard to Kill. But anyways, and there was some other place too, where it pertains to this 4-way match for the X Division Championship. But other than that, yeah, this is this is just a stage steady episode of Impact Wrestling. Some is was a hit, some was a miss, some that was a hit, you know, end up involving a lot of controversy behind that. But we'll get to that later. But the first match was the Rascals of it was Des and Wentz. In fact, let me see if Trey was there too. No, actually, it was just Des and Wentz. And then you have Scum, which is Luster the Legend and Adam Storso. You had Desi His Squad, which it was Mamali Shira and Rohit Raju. And then you had TJP and Daiga. No Falaba, because Falaba was in the match later on. I'll get to that later. But yeah, this is basically a four-way tag team match, and it was a good tag team match. And the Destiny Squad ends up winning the match. Then we get to Moose talking some smack about his win at pertains to Hard to Kill, and then he talks about a lot of smack as well, where it pertains to him going to they're at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the 2300 arena, where it pertains to the match. I'll get to momentarily. Moose basically talks a lot of smack about that. And also it was with Impact Wrestling, importantly, partnering with House of Hardcore. So yeah, but yeah, Moose talks a lot of smack about him, facing on these three guys, which ends up being Ace Austin, Eddie Edwards, and Falaba, where it pertains to being this four-way match for the X Division Championship. So, and we'll get to that later. Okay, and then they show a video footage, basically highlights of Ace Austin versus Trey for the X Division Championship from Hard to Kill, with obviously with Ace Austin retaining. We see Ace Austin backstage on the phone with someone, and then he gets off the phone and asks if it is expecting a comment from him, and he just pulled out his card, put it in his mouth, and just walked away because he's an X Division champion. He's the true ace, the one true ace, and he doesn't have time for that. So that's basically the gist of it. We see a recap of OVE versus Tessa Blanchard, Willie Mack, and Rich Swann, where they're at the Bash of the Brewery 2, which I will not be reviewing for my personal reasons why. That I already mentioned on Hard to Kill, represents the whole Joey Ryan thing. And no, it did not involve Cabana. So, but then it showed pertains with Rich Swann getting injured from that match, and then it showed at Hard to Kill with the with that video package of the North versus Willie Mack in the match for the Impact World Tag Team Championships with the North retaining, and Willie Mack did put up one hell of a fight. And then it showed clips of Willie Mack passing by Rich Swann on stage, and then backstage we see them they're having a discussion. Rich Swann saying, don't make me chase you and everything, right? Because he's in crutches and everything. And then Willie Mack's like, I'm sorry to let you down and everything. And then Rich Swann's like, hey, don't act like you didn't let me down. Don't act like you didn't get the job done there. You let me down. You did your absolute best. You and everything. Basically, just give him that encouragement that you did a great job no matter what the outcome was. So it was good there. Between Rich Swann and Willie Mack there. So yeah, that means they're not breaking up. That's great. That's great they're not breaking up. So hopefully they get a second chance, later on, where it takes Rich Swann. If the injury is real, that then they get an opportunity against the North for the Impact World Championships. Eddie Edwards, talks about how he retained and regained his Clear Shot trophy when Michael Elgin at one point stole it from him from his bag. And it says that now he's moving forward to to be in the four-way X Division Championship and everything. And we'll get that momentarily. We see exclusive footage of Michael Elgin after his loss from Hard to Kill. That he went straight to Japan at Wrestling Noah, where Michael Elgin talks about how Edwards is best known of being at Wrestling Noah, with capturing so many titles and everything, and being a big star in Pro Wrestling Noah. And now he's taking that place, and now he's the one who's a big star on Pro Wrestling Noah. It was good to see that too, by the way. It takes Michael Elgin going back to Japan where he became a he started developing himself up being a great athlete and a great wrestler, and, and yeah, it was just great to see that. All right, folks, this is what I want to talk about. Hold on, make sure this is the one. Okay, yes, this is the one. So after the footage of RVD with his match against Brian Cage, sort of, and then his match with Daga, which it was short. Or that Brian Cage for an injury. Sure, he did. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe it was an injury that was no big deal. But at the same time, we'll get to that later though. When this is the whole thing with Tessa Blanchard. Um, so RVD is at a hotel. He's talking about his victory at Hard to Kill, and that's nothing too. I RVD Hard to Kill. I RVD has dyed his hair. You don't see any grays on him anymore. I mean, I'm not saying he's full on gray. But you can see there was some couple of gray hairs coming in RVD's hair, and I start noticing he started dyeing his eyebrows, his long hair, his beard. Well, I'm gonna say beard. Basically shadow facial hair. Um, I, I started noticing like, wait a minute, is he doing that just because he's going through a phase, having a midlife crisis and everything? Oh my god. Um, anyways, that's a story for another time. I see myself. Is he trying to make himself look younger? Like I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then already, talk about all this and everything. He's in the bathrobe and everything. He's in bed. He's at a hotel. And then Kay Forbes shows up and celebrates with him. And then Kay Forbes' girlfriend shows up. Jennifer. And RVD was like, you don't know who she is. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I know her name. And he has to say that. Okay, what's her name then? And her name, he finds that his name is Jennifer. Her name's Jennifer. I'm pretty sure he didn't know. He didn't remember her name. Not we don't know what her name was, and he's come and basically he's come at us watching saying if you don't know her name, like, okay, what's her name then, and why you, and if I say her name, like, okay, what 2 songs, let's see her name then. um Basically they're kissing him and everything and all that. There's some kiss marks on him. RVD keeps talking about how great he is and everything, and how he's a winner and everything. And then all of a sudden they brought in whipped cream and everything. And then K4 is still talking. And he's like, take off this robe, Van Dam. And then Jennifer, K Forbes' girlfriend, said, and whip out that Rob Van dick. And then all of a sudden they start going standby. And then they show, potential standby thing. They show the Deaners with them back when they did this whole garbage thing, and that they should be ashamed that they aired on TV, called let's see what was called again, the IPWF bullshit that they were doing, basically to take shot at NWA, because NWA went back to NWA's on doing old school studios and old school stuff and everything, and Pepperson was doing the same thing. Well, that garbage show that they did with some old school characters, whatever, and I thought was bullshit. And they had the Deaners, were to doing that whole thing with the Deaners doing whatever they were doing, and they used that part of a please stand by thing. And I see myself, I do not want to I do not want to be reminded of a garbage segment and a garbage show, a garbage characters that they did just to try to be funny, and it wasn't fucking funny at all. It was fucking embarrassment. So after that was done, then they show back with RVD, with K Forbes and Jennifer, with their nudes and everything, and they have whipped cream, basically whipped cream uncovering K Forbes of her, I think her nipple or that. Either it was K Forbes or Jennifer, one of those two. Basically, they were half naked. And then basically it was like it was basically RVD's own version of Edge and Lita's Sex Live celebration. That's basically what it was, and that was it after that. And because of this, folks, and hold on a second, folks, maybe do something here. Now let me go back to YouTube to see something. Okay. Okay. refresh. Okay, there I am now. All right, let me see here.
Okay. All right. All good. Yeah. It's I can see my picture now. Now go back to Twitch. All right, not Twitch. To StreamYard, let's say. So yes, folks, you see what I did there with pertains to this avatar right now, with pertains to Twitch TV, and I got this and this that was me drawing the sensor uh, over it because Twitch TV has decided after that segment that RVD did with Jennifer Forbes and I mean with Katie Forbes and Jennifer, meant to say, excuse me, with the whole thing with where Christian said to me privately on Messenger saying that there was a nip slip. I didn't really notice any nip slip, and maybe I missed that part. And if I did, uh, yeah, there's no reason to go back to look at it anyways. I mean, obviously I could with other sites for me to download it. You know, I don't need to go back on Twitch TV, and I can't anyways on Twitch TV because Twitch TV has banned Impact Wrestling because of this one segment that was way too edgy, extremely edgy for Twitch TV to air. It was way too much for Twitch TV to handle because we live in the world of this PC this PC where you show something like that that's has something to do with sex. Impact Wrestling has been banned because of Twitch TV is is being pussified because we can't show that type of stuff to our viewers on Twitch TV. Grow the fuck up. I mean seriously, that's and and that's and I love watching Impact Wrestling on Twitch TV, which is why I obviously I had Twitch TV before Impact Wrestling. Since I have a Twitch account, but that's the best way for me to watch Impact Wrestling. That way I can avoid watching any horrible commercials on TV. You know, yeah. Cause I like this generation's commercials because they they try to act surprised and everything, and it just comes out cringy and everything and awkward. The bottom line, there's no good acting for it to commercials and everything. There are some commercials are decent, but other than that, these new actors, that they choose on to be in commercials, they don't look like they're naturally surprised and or naturally it just comes out very cheesy, and it just comes out very basically it just annoys me. But the but yeah, I don't know if it was Twitch, it was people working for Twitch that had a problem with that, or it pertains to to the some viewers that they didn't like that, and they complained to Twitch TV for that, and then Twitch TV decided to ban Impact Wrestling. Now I don't know if it's permanent or not, but if it is permanent, Twitch TV, go fuck yourself for that. And what pertains to paying for my monthly service of Impact Wrestling on Twitch TV with their own channel, I can wait until February until my payment goes through, so I could I could cancel the payment because after that, why would I want to watch Impact Wrestling on Twitch TV anymore after that? Because with Twitch TV decided to bring back Impact Wrestling, and then Impact Wrestling does this in the future later on, and then Twitch TV ends up doing it again because they can't handle that's those type of stuff that's too extreme to view. Now again, I don't know if there was any nip slip. I don't know if because there was some some half nudity there. I mean, it's not like they were doing. It's not like they were showing RVD's dick where you see Kate Forbes and Jennifer trying to suck it. It's not like the RBD was trying to It's not like you saw K Forbes um and Jennifer's you know um you know pussy and and asshole, you know, where RBD's it's gonna do something there, porn pornography type of way, you know, basically foreplay in a way. Like what the fuck, man? That's the reason. You know, again, there was no, they were half naked. They were wearing you know, a thong. Everything was covered up. Pertains to his lower private area. Let's just say. And pertains to with the whipped cream, it covered up their breasts and everything. That again, I don't remember if there was any nip slip, but Christian said there was. Mr. Christian, Mr. Ricky J21 of the asylum. But what the fuck, Twitch? So now I have to watch Impact Wrestling on TV, which means I gotta endure some boring ass, annoying ass, unfunny ass, and unentertaining ass commercials. Not all of them, just a few. Not gotta put myself through that type of torturement, where it pertains to trying to watch Impact Wrestling, because no, I can no longer now we can no longer watch Melissa Santos on Twitch TV anymore on Impact Wrestling, because Twitch TV decided to be pussies and decided to ban Impact Wrestling because of that one scene that involves sex. Fucking believable. So that's now with that being said, we can move on to the rest of the show. I thought the segment was great. I thought it was funny. I thought it was entertaining. But the Twitch TV very offensive. Um, you know, too extreme for us viewers. Unbelievable. But moving on, because next we get to Ken Shamrock, and we see footage of Ken Shamrock versus Madman Fulton at Hard to Kill, where Ken Shamrock winning, obviously. And by the looks of it, I think Madman Fulton really did got hurt in the match, which is why they had to call an audible. But Ken Shamrock was backstage. He was cutting a promo about Madman Fulton. He's got a lot of he's dealing with the wrong crowd with OVE, man. And he says, if he could break, if Madman Fulton Callahan, and he could have a bright future in Impact Wrestling. So now we're doing this whole thing where Madman Fulton is going to break away from OVE. I still not behind that, but we'll see what they do. Impact Plus moment of the week: Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett, with Kurt Angle beating Jeff Jarrett. Good. That's when Kurt Angle was a heel and Jeff Jarrett was a babyface. But yeah. A dark match that was shown at Hard to Kill. I didn't know the dark match. I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part of the show, so whatever. Uh, Joey Ryan defeats Giant Swinger. Didn't see the match. Didn't care. Next segment. Um, oh yeah. Also, Giant Swinger did something backstage. I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, next segment. Impact Knockouts Championship highlights from Hard to Kill with Ty Valkyrie, champion, versus Jordan Grace versus ODB, with Ty Valkyrie retaining. Very, very good for your package. Um, oh yeah, the Impact World with Sammy Callahan and Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, basically they show that I think that was the video package they showed too as well, where Taylor said that yeah. Okay. On this match, it was Moose versus Falaba versus Ace Austin, where Ace Austin defended his X Division Championship in his 4-way match. And the match itself, I thought was pretty good. Falaba was good in the match. Eddie Edwards was good in the match. Ace Austin was good in the match. Moose was good in the match. In the end, it was Ace Austin getting the win on Falaba with the fold off the top rope and gets the win. And still, X Division champion because he is the one. He is the one true ace. Okay, and then we see more footage of Tessa Blanchard winning the Impact World Championship with her family at ring, joining in the ring. Her two sisters, her mother, and her brother. When her brother get in there, he was like, hopped up the cross and everything. And I was saying to myself, okay, take it easy there, Tiger. Like, you're looking all awkward there. And Tessa Blanchard is celebrating, in the ring with her, like I said, celebrating the ring with her family. Also, she celebrates with the locker room of Impact Wrestling on stage, like Gail Kim, Scott Demoy, D'Lo Brown, Daga, and I saw Brian Case there. By the way, I saw Brian Case was standing there. Yeah, he's so injured. He still ends up standing there. Being with Tessa Blanchard, to celebrate. So yeah, I don't know if it was kayfabe injury or it was just an injury that was no big deal, but whatever. He was out there though. You look at he was fine to me. Clapping. I think it was there too. Um, and Alicia Edwards, a few others. Can't remember that much really, but they were out there. I think I saw Ray Mack and I think I saw Rich Swan. Um, it was basically they were congratulating Tessa Blanchard on becoming Impact World Champion. And then we get to a sit down interview. As Josh Matthews interviews the Impact World Champion, Tessa Blanchard. So Josh Matthews asks Tessa Blanchard how she's feeling. She tells him that she feels on top of the world. And then Josh Matthews asks about OVE, if she feels you know vindicated with all of them. I mean, if she feel like that she vanquished all of them. She says no because she believes there'll be some type of relationship from them. Um, and she says for now she is focused on us setting more goals and achieving them. Especially now that she is the walking target of being Impact World Champion. And during the interview, all of a sudden, Sammy Callahan interrupts on the screen. That was a screen TV that was between them. And Sammy Callahan shows up, basically saying that he is the only history maker in Impact. He says that Tessa may be the champion, and the fans are he that Tessa Blanchard may be the champion to the fans, and Impact wants her to be champion, but he is the champion that they all need. And the camera zooms back where Sammy Callahan was at, and Tessa Blanchard recognized that room. So Tessa Blanchard was to look for Sammy Callahan, only to see that Sammy Callahan was not there, and Sammy Callahan ends up appearing on another screen TV, and says basically Sammy Callahan fools Tessa Blanchard and said that he isn't going to make it that easy for Tessa Blanchard to find him, and he warns her that he will show up unannounced wherever and whenever he wants. And then that was it for the show. So yeah, there you go. That was the show. Decent show, average show in a way. Um, but it gives us a lot of things what's going to happen moving forward in 2020 for Impact Wrestling. So Tell My Wrestling for Impact Wrestling. I believe it was about 4 matches, especially that one I didn't see. I didn't care to see. Actually, it was 3 matches. Yeah, 3 matches. 3 matches here. And my overall strength for the show, I'm gonna go with a 6 out of 10. And with that being said, thank you for watching for It's Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. So this was your Impact Wrestling review, the show from January 14th, 2020. Until next time, for Impact Wrestling show moving forward, which I'll be watching on Twitch TV anymore because Twitch TV decided to be big advantage wrestling because that's second. I'll be watching it on on regular TV. So, but yeah, with that being said, you'll stay in peace, stay well, stay safe, take care. I'm out.